And Kathy Hawk leads the field out on parade for the first race. Track is labeled fast. Number 1 is Count Chocula, owned by Wingfield, and Wingfield. Jeff Nisonger. 2 is out. 3 is Legend of Sleepy Hollow, owned by the Darby's Edge stable with Dave Hawk. 4 Western Kid, owned by Mayhew and Tatman, Sean Mayhew. 5 is Towner's Bell, owned by Marguerite Mesra with Jack Daly. 6 Presidential Sugar, owned by the Sugar Knoll Farms, Greg Grismore. 7 is Tina's Tinsel Star, owned by Harper and Briggs, Bob Harper. 8 is Guy Thing, owned by McCoy, Worth, and Ridgely, Sandy Beatty. 9, I'm Wishing on a Star. Neil Seymour is the owner. Joe Adamsky is up. And the 10 is Jan McPherson's Arizona John and Dan Noble. 6 minutes until post. There they go. And they're off. Presidential Sugar from between horses. There's Western Kin just to his inside. Off stride goes Tina's Tinsel Star. Count Chocula comes away in third. 2 in front of Arizona John. Legend of Sleepy Hollow is driving up from 5th, now into 4th position. A gap of 3 more to Guy Thing, who's 2 in front of Towner's Bell. Then it's Am Wishing on a Star. And about 6 lengths back to the trailer, Tina's Tinsel Star. Moving to head stretch for the first time, and Dave Hawk and Legend of Sleepy Hollow clear the top past the opening quarter in 28-2. In front of the stands for the first time, it's Legend of Sleepy Hollow in command here by 2 lengths. Tracked by the pocket sitter Western Kin in second, and then we have Presidential Sugar in third as the field tightens down very quickly. They're jammed up in behind. Count Chocula is there. Arizona John at a tip to the inside. Guy Thing is ranging up first over, and then it's Am Wishing on a Star, Towner's Bell, and Tina's Tinsel Star. Rounding the turn on their way to halftime, Legend of Sleepy Hollow is in control here. Legend of Sleepy Hollow, Western Kin, Guy Thing into third, and the half goes in 1 minute flat, 31-3 on the second quarter. Presidential Sugar along the rail is racing 3 off the pace in fourth, and now comes to the outside. Then it's Count Chocula, who looks to tighten in fifth. Outside, Am Wishing on a Star, gaps cover in sixth. Then 3 more to Arizona John. Outside of that one is Towner's Bell, and then the trailer is Tina's Tinsel Star. 9 lengths separate front to back, and going off stride on the lead, Legend of Sleepy Hollow, inheriting the top spot, Guy Thing, 129-1. Moving around to head stretch, Guy Thing a half a length. Presidential Sugar is challenging and gaining ground on the outside. 2 farther back to Western Kin in third, followed by Count Chocula and a laboring Am Wishing on a Star as they turn into the stretch. Guy Thing fending off a challenge from Presidential Sugar. 2 farther back to Western Kin, Count Chocula, Am Wishing on a Star and Towner's Bell. Guy Thing is all out, but Presidential Sugar has got him collared, and Presidential Sugar is edging away late from Guy Thing and Western Kin. Back to the winner's circle, Presidential Sugar, first lifetime win for the 3-year-old bay colt by Presidential Bull out of Long Stem Rosebud by Niatros, owned by the Sugar Knoll Farms, trained by Jeff Cox and driven by Greg Grismore in 159-2. Fourth, 375.20. Here they are. 1 is HP Score, owned by HPS Consulting, and RFV2 Incorporated, Ed Greeno Jr. 2 is Miss Leanne, owned by Joan Mace with Ken Huffer. 3 in My Dust, owned by Hepner and Trimble, Joe Adamsky. 4 is Patricia Smith's Rosemary's Best, and Bill Irvin driving. 5 Sun Goddess, owned by Richard and Betty McNutt with Greg Grismore. 6 is Crown Time Shelley, owned by Esther Crownover with Earl Owings. 7 is Last Empress, owned by the Steiner Stock Farm, the driver Dave Hawk. Dorothy Gear's Her Honor is number 8, and she's driven by Della S. Miller, and the 9 is Miss Emily Lou, owned by Dean Davis with Kurt Sugg. 6 minutes. Filly and Mare Trotters are lined up for the start of the second. And they're away and trotting. In My Dust goes right out for the lead. Last Empress is forwardly placed, prominent from between horses Rosemary's Best, followed by Crown Time Shelley. Miss Emily Lou on the extreme outside. Then it's Miss Leanne, Sun Goddess, HP Score in her honor. Rounding the turn to head stretch, and Last Empress clears the top, but Miss Emily Lou looks to take over command. In My Dust settles in third. Rosemary's Best is caught on the outside fourth. Next is Miss Leanne in fifth, followed by Crown Time Shelley, Sun Goddess in her honor. The opening quarter trotted in 28 and 4. Passing the stands for the first time, up top it's Miss Emily Lou, but she's looking to hand off to Rosemary's Best and Bill Irvin. And Rosemary's Best brushes to the lead. Miss Emily Lou concedes to race in second. Last Empress quickly back to third, just in front of In My Dust, who races in fourth. Miss Leanne is racing in fifth. HP Score comes to the outside to get the cover flow rolling from sixth. And then we have Crown Time Shelley, who follows that move, Sun Goddess, and her honor is last. Rounding the turn on their way to halftime, Rosemary's Best is on the lead again this week, 59 and 4, just 31 seconds on the second quarter as they round the turn into the backstretch. Rosemary's Best on an open 2-length lead from Miss Emily Lou in second. Last Empress stays in third as In My Dust comes to the outside, gradually gaining ground from fourth, now into third. HP Score now has the cover and continues to advance, now fifth, 3 off the lead. Then we come down to Miss Leanne, third over Sun Goddess, and then it's Crown Time Shelley and 2.5 more to her honor, who is now last. They're at the 3 quarters, and it's Rosemary's Best taking pressure from In My Dust in 129 and 4. Moving around to head stretch, Rosemary's Best still a half length in front. In My Dust pressing from the outside, drawing a closer second. Length and a half back, Sun Goddess is 3 wide. HP Score has no racing room, followed by Miss Emily Lou, and Last Empress has some traffic to contend with as they turn into the stretch. It's Rosemary's Best in narrow lead. In My Dust, Sun Goddess is trotting best of all on the outside. In My Dust, Sun Goddess on the outside. These two are disputing it in deep stretch, and Sun Goddess gets up. Then it was In My Dust second and Rosemary's Best third. Trainer Jeff Cox and driver Greg Grismore sweep the double tonight. This time they score in the second race with Sun Goddess, 2:01 and 1. She's a 3-year-old bay filly by Carry the Message out of Catching the Sun by Ikawawi, owned by Richard and Betty McNutt. First win this season for Sun Goddess. Again, the series sponsored by Jeff and Susan Richardson. John Wiley and driven by Dave Hawk. Number 2, Special Pass, owned by Paver, and Paver. Greg Grismore drives. Number 3 is Marie Polo, owned by Ralph Aronson with Bill Long Jr. 4 is Sugar Valley Magic, owned by Die and Die, Jack Daly. 5, Heaven's Luck, owned by Edwin Ledman with Jamie Dunlap. Farther back to the 6, Arizona Jill, owned by Gail Potter, Del S. Miller. 7, Jade Solary is owned by Alan Adams with Kyle Ader. 8 is I'm a Lusty Lover, owned by David Seif with Jeff Nisonger. Number 9 is the Hatfield Stables Playa del Carmen, Bud Hatfield drives. And scoring from the second tier, number 10, Hidden Affairs, owned by Thomas Morrow. In the sulky, Don Feaster, 6 minutes. Billy and Mare Pacers taking their spots behind the gate, and they're approaching the start. And they're off. Polo Bow from between horses is pointed for the front. In early contention, Heaven's Luck with Jade Solary and Noble Streak nearest the rail. Then it's a gap of 2, and Special Pass comes away in 5th, just in front of Hidden Affair, followed by Sugar Valley Magic, who's about 8 off the pace setter. Then it's a length and a half more to Arizona Jill, I'm a Lusty Lover, and Playa del Carmen is last as they move to head stretch. Jade Solary from the outside now clears the top from Polo Bow. Noble Streak, Heaven's Luck dropped into 4th, and the opening quarter posted in 27 and 3. Passing the stands for the first time, it's 3-5 favorite Jate Solary and Kyle Ader on the lead by 2. They're tracked by the pocket sitter Marie Polo in second. Then it's a gap of 2 more to Noble Streak, who now draws a closer third. Same margin back to Heaven's Luck, followed by Special Pass. Then it's Hidden Affair and 3 back to the 4 trailers, and they are Sugar Valley Magic, I'm a Lusty Lover, Playa del Carmen, and Arizona Jill. Rounding the turn on their way to halftime, Jate Solary leads the way in 57-4. Rounding the turn into the backstretch, it's Jate Solary by 2 lengths. Polo Bow second, Noble Streak third, and Jamie Dunlap takes Heaven's Luck to the outside fourth. Special Pass looks to pick up that cover in fifth. She's about 5 off the lead. Then 2 more to Hidden Affair. Next in line is I'm a Lusty Lover. 3 farther back to Sugar Valley Magic to the inside of Playa del Carmen, and 5 back to a struggling Arizona Jill. She is losing touch with the field. Jate Solary to 3/4 in 1:26-3. Moving around the head stretch, it's Jate Solary by a length. Polo Bow, Heaven's Luck between horses. Greg Grismore swings Special Pass out 3 wide. Then it's 2 farther back to Noble Streak, and also 3 wide is I'm a Lusty Lover, and they turn for home now. Jate Solary leads it by 2. Polo Bow is second. Heaven's Luck still closing on the outside is Special Pass. It's Jate Solary under urging, but Special Pass on the outside has got her nailed. It's Special Pass, Jate Solary, Heaven's Luck, and Marie Polo. Back to the winner's circle is Special Pass and Greg Grismore. He's 3 for 3 tonight, scoring with Special Pass in 1:56. A 3-year-old brown filly by Arizona Jack out of BJD Special by GT Skipper. Owned by Paver, and Paver of Ohio. Joe Paver trains. Seven Ump Bob, owned by Terry Sams, driven by Bob Harper. 8 Wild Red Reed, owned by Dreamer Morgan, the driver Dave Hawk. The 9 is KB Skippy, owned by Eddie Blair and driven by Elliot Deaton. And then back to the 10, Nancy Perry's Happy Listening, and Del S. Miller, 7 minutes. They're in the backstretch, and there they go. And they're off. Call Me Roy was far off the gate, and Income Supplement went off stride and is now back pacing. Moving into the far turn the first time, Bob's Little Bird takes the lead. New Bucks to contest it early, followed by Ump Bob, who drops in third. A gap of 2 to D. Felice in fourth, to the inside of Wild Red Reed in fifth. Next in line, we have Get It On, followed by Happy Listening, who steered off the cones early. Then it's 2 more to KB Skippy, followed by Call Me Roy, and 3 back to Income Supplement as they move past the opening quarter, 28-1. In front of the stands for the first time, Bob's Little Bird leads the way. It's Bob's Little Bird by a length and a half. Ump Bob is second, and charging up on the outside, Happy Listening now takes over the lead. New Bucks went off stride at the head of the lane. So it's Happy Listening who clears off and opens up by 3. Racing in second is Bob's Little Bird, followed by Ump Bob in third. Length and a half, D. Felice is fourth, to the inside of Wild Red Reed, the long mile in fifth. Get It On second over in sixth position, followed by Call Me Roy, KB Skippy, and then about 10 lengths back to the breakers, New Bucks and Income Supplement. The half in 57-2, rounding the turn into the backstretch, and Del S. Miller trying to hold Happy Listening. He is very loose on the lead. He leads it by 3. Ump Bob moves into second as Bob's Little Bird now draws a closer third, and they're tightening in on the leader. On the outside, Wild Red Reed, 2 off the pace, into contention fourth. D. Felice is fifth. Between horses, Get It On is sixth. KB Skippy, 3 wide, rallying seventh, followed by Call Me Roy in eighth. And Ump Bob looks to be getting the better of Happy Listening in 1:26-3. Moving around the far turn, it's Ump Bob to the front. Happy Listening back to second. Wild Red Reed continues to rally on the outside, under urging third. 2 farther back to Bob's Little Bird. KB Skippy on the far outside. D. Felice doesn't have it tonight as they turn into the stretch. And it's Bob on top by 3. Wild Red Reed into second. Happy Listening, a laboring third, followed by D. Felice and Call Me Roy. Bob by 2. Wild Red Reed closing. Bob in front. Wild Red Reed was second. Call Me Roy got up for third. Back to the winner's circle, Bob, a 4-year-old bay horse by Image in Motion out of Cobra Bell by Falcon Sealster, owned by Terry Sams, trained by Ron Barker, and driven to victory by Bob Harper in 1:56 and 3. 7-8 exact of 49.80. Try 7.85. 569.40. That's the call to post for tonight's 5th race. Exacted trifecta wagering. Here they are. Number 1 is Just Sweet, owned by Lynn Salmons with Bob Harper. 2 is Striking Sis. She's owned by Bob Sidley and driven by Dave Hawk. 3 is Silver Star K, owned by Dwayne Miller with Jamie Dunlap. 4 is Taddy, owned by Acadia Farms, Policina Motors, and Patty Woolham. The driver, Chip Noble. 5, She's That Kind of Girl, is owned by Mark Hartnell with Greg Grismore. 6 is the Dusty Rosa Farms, I'm Your Message, Jeff Nisonger. Number 7, Crown Time Can Can, is owned by Esther Crownover with Earl Owings. The 8, Fox Trottin' Over, is owned by Fred Long with Del S. Miller. 9 is Miss Mac Can Do, owned by Dave McLean and driven by Jim Daly. That's your field, 7 minutes. In the backstretch, 6, I'm Your Message, made a miscue and is about 8 lengths off the gate. And they're off. The rest of them away very evenly. Silver Star K from between horses goes out for the lead. Striking Sis looks to drop into the pocket second. Driving up from the far outside is Miss Mac Can Do. Then we come down to Just Sweet at the rail. Taddy on the outside is 5th. 2 farther back to She's That Kind of Girl, followed 2 farther back by Crown Time Can Can, Fox Trottin' Over, and way back to I'm Your Message as they move to head stretch. Striking Sis to the front, but Miss Mac Can Do joins her from the outside, 29 seconds flat. Passing the stands for the first time, and it's Daly and Miss Mac Can Do gradually clearing off from Striking Sis, who looks to retake a length and a half back to Silver Star K in 3rd. Next we have Just Sweet in 4th, followed by Taddy, who looks to come to the outside in 5th. She's That Kind of Girl flow with the cover in 6th position, 2 in front of Crown Time Can Can. Then it's Fox Trottin' Over and about 15 lengths back to I'm Your Message as they round the turn on their way to halftime. And it's the 4-5 favorite, Striking Sis, leading the way for Miss Mac Can Do, and Taddy is ranging up first over in 1 minute flat. Following Taddy in the cover flow is She's That Kind of Girl, who's following cover in 4th position. Along the rail, Silver Star K is getting backed up as Miss Mac Can Do drops out of it quickly. Crown Time Can Can moved up alongside, followed by Fox Trottin' Over and Just Sweet, 4 lengths back to the trailer, I'm Your Message. 5/16 of a mile remaining as they point for the far turn. Striking Sis, the neck in front. Pressed from the outside by Taddy in 2nd. She's That Kind of Girl takes up the chase in 3rd. 2 further back to Crown Time Can Can, then 3 more to Fox Trottin' Over and Just Sweet in 1:29 and 4. Moving around to head stretch. And it's Striking Sis fighting off a challenge from Taddy, but now has She's That Kind of Girl to contend with. That one looks to angle out of the pocket. 2.5 back to Crown Time Can Can, who was in a 3rd, and they're in the stretch. And it's Striking Sis by 2. She's That Kind of Girl is just chasing her in 2nd, followed by Crown Time Can Can 3rd. But the 5th race belongs to Striking Sis and Dave Hawk by 2 at the line. She's That Kind of Girl to go 2nd, Crown Time Can Can 3rd. Striking Sis, she stores here in a lifetime best 159 and 3. 3 for 5 on the season. She's a 3-year-old brown filly by Striking Sabra out of Cray by Heyday, owned by Bob Sidley, trained by Marty Woolham, and driven to victory by David Hawk. Race 5 up an official, 2-5 exact to 17:20. The triple 2-5-7, 128.60. Field for the 6th race, making their way out onto the track, exacted trifecta wagering. Number 1 is David Hanauer's Rough. Trent Tharp's the driver. 2 is Positive Scooter by Marvin Godown with Kayne Kaufffman. 3 is BESTA Sam, owned by James Sparks with Bob Harper. The 4 is Atlantic, owned by Metters and Lineberger, Jamie Dunlap. 5 Beatty Towner, owned by Beverly Bushelman with Greg Grismore. 6 Sociable Sam, owned by Westgate Motors, Chip Noble drives. 7 is Beaumont, owned by Robert Grubaugh Jr. with Elliott Eaton. 8 is Mr. Gladstone, owned by Howard Jackson with Jack Dailey. And the 9 horse is Groomsman, owned by Frenchie Fuller with Dave Hawk. 7 minutes. And they're off. A trio of levers. Positive Scooter, BESTA Sam. From 3 wide, Atlantic is hustled off the gate. Joining the fray from the far outside is Groomsman, Rough nearest the rail. Then it's 2 more lengths back to Beatty Towner, followed by Sociable Sam. Next in line is Beaumont, and Mr. Gladstone was a few lengths off the gate and now trails the field. Moving around to head stretch, Atlantic, hard used early, looks to clear the top from Positive Scooter in second. Then we have Rough, BESTA Sam, and Groomsman looks to tuck in fifth, opening quarter, 27-2. In front of the stands for the first time, and Atlantic makes the pace this week and now leads it by a length and a half. From Positive Scooter in second, Rough is third. BESTA Sam brought to the outside in fourth, and rolling with that cover is Groomsman. Third over in the flow is Beatty Towner. Then it's 2 lengths farther back to Sociable Sam, Mr. Gladstone, and Beaumont as they round the turn on their way to halftime. Up top, Atlantic, the neck in front. BESTA Sam pressuring. Those two are in tandem as they pass halftime in 57-3. Just in behind, that's Positive Scooter in the pocket third. Outside Groomsman is 2 off the pace, second over fourth. Rough is hemmed in fifth. Beatty Towner third over in sixth position. Then 2 more to Sociable Sam. Mr. Gladstone gaps cover on the outside, and Beaumont is the trailer, 8 off the lead. 5/16 of a mile remaining as they head into the far turn. Atlantic leads the way. Atlantic has put away BESTA Sam as Groomsman moves into second. Positive Scooter gapped at the rail in third. Beatty Towner 3 wide rallying fourth. 126-3. Moving around to head stretch, and it's Atlantic on an open lead. It's 3 lengths. A host of pursuers. They are Positive Scooter, Groomsman, and Beatty Towner as they turn into the stretch. But it's Atlantic kicking away now by 4 lengths. Positive Scooter, Beatty Towner 3 wide. Groomsman backs up between horses. Sociable Sam with a belated move. It's Atlantic well clear at the line. Beatty Towner to go second, Sociable Sam third. Atlantic, a winner in 156-1, good for a new lifetime best. He's a 4-year-old bay gelded son of Matt Scooter out of Park Avenue Bell by Albatross, owned by Metters and Lineberger. Mike Metters is the winning trainer, and Jamie Dunlap is the winning driver. 4-5 exacta, $54 even. The try 4-5-6, $538.60. In the pick 3, 3 of 3 correct, $133.60. 7th race field on the track. This race sponsored by Midland Acres, exacta in trifecta wagering. Number 1 is IRA'S-NOBLE-BOY, owned by Ira Kreitzer with Kayne Kaufman. The 2 is Lee Cummins' grandson Josh and Justin Hall. 3 is Flash of Competence, under lease to Robert Jordan with Bill Long Jr. The 4 is Come On Morgan, owned by Jerry Summers and Brady Churches. Jamie Dunlap drives. Post 5, Bulldog Big Guy, owned by Bob Sidley with Dave Hawk. 6 is Traditional Frank by Douglas P. and Dustin Pfeiffer, Jeff Nisonger, and the 7 horse is Sharp Scott by Hagemeyer and Dailey, Jack Dailey, 7 minutes. In the backstretch, and there they go. And they're off. Flash of Competence and Grandson Josh leave in tandem, a length and a half clear of IRA'S-NOBLE-BOY. Driving up from fourth is Come On Morgan. Then it's a gap of 3 more to Bulldog Big Guy, followed by Traditional Frank, and Sharp Scott trails the field as they pace to head stretch. Come On Morgan from the outside takes over the lead from Flash of Competence back to second. Then we have Grandson Josh at the rail in third. A gap of 2 more to IRA'S-NOBLE-BOY, followed by Bulldog Big Guy, and then it's Traditional Frank and Sharp Scott. They're by the quarter in 27-3. Passing the stands for the first time, and Come On Morgan and Dunlap are making the pace here by 2 lengths. Flash of Competence second, Grandson Josh third. Span of 2 more to IRA'S-NOBLE-BOY in fourth, and then it's Bulldog Big Guy, Traditional Frank, and Sharp Scott. And Bulldog Big Guy looks to come to the outside there as they race around the clubhouse turn. Up top, it's the 1-9 favorite. Leading the way, Come On Morgan. Come On Morgan by 2. Flash of Competence, Grandson Josh, IRA'S-NOBLE-BOY. Traditional Frank, Bulldog Big Guy back down to the inside. Sharp Scott remains last. 57 seconds for the half, pacing down the backstretch. Come On Morgan, a length and a half. Closest pursuers, Flash of Competence in the pocket second, Grandson Josh is third. Traditional Frank has made headway into fourth, leaving IRA'S-NOBLE-BOY in fifth. Following cover, Sharp Scott is second last, and the trailer is now Bulldog Big Guy. Unchallenged on the lead remains Come On Morgan in 1:25-3, and he starts to turn it on now. Come On Morgan by 2. Flash of Competence. Traditional Frank is stalled 3 off the pace, followed next by Grandson Josh, IRA'S-NOBLE-BOY, and Sharp Scott faltered on the turn as they move into the stretch. And this one is all Come On Morgan. Come On Morgan by 4 lengths. Flash of Competence, Traditional Frank, late pace Grandson Josh. Bridge jumpers are going straight to the window. It's Come On Morgan in front. Grandson Josh second, up third IRA'S-NOBLE-BOY, 1:53-1. Exacta 4:29.40, try 4:21.78.40. Come On Morgan to the winner's circle, 3 for 3 this season, just missing a lifetime best, 1:53-1. 3-year-old Bay Colt by Noble Land Sam out of Indiana Falcon by Falcon Almahurst. Back-to-back winners for Jamie Dunlap and Mike Metters. Come On Morgan, 1:53-1. And the winner is owned by Jerry Summers and Brady Churches. Here's your rundown for the 7th race. IRA'S-NOBLE-BOY was third, Grandson Josh second, Flash of Competence sixth. Come On Morgan the winner, Bulldog Big Guy was fifth, Traditional Frank fourth, and Sharp Scott was seventh. From the top, 3-2-6-1-5-4-7. That's the call to post for tonight's 8th race. Exacted trifecta and pick 3 wagering. Spotlighting the field, number 1 is Carry a Rose, owned by Larry Cleland with Keith Haynes. 2 is Rosie Score, owned by Long, Reed and Reed, Chip Noble. The 3 is Potential Practice, owned by Mario Selly with Bill Irvin. 4 is Sleek Sabra, owned by Bob and Paul Ann Sidley, Jamie Dunlap drives. 5, Sturdy Susan, owned by Dan Burks, and Hans Bachman, Dan Burks the driver. 6, She's a Laser, owned by Glass and Glass Equine Limited Liability Corp, Del S. Miller. 7, Ms. Striking, is owned by Berlin and Woolham. The driver will be Dave Hawk. And the 8, No Need to Ask, owned by Refard Reed and Jim Daly. Jim Daly drives, 7 minutes. Trotters are lined up in the backstretch, and there they go. And they're off, going off stride, the 2, Rosie Score, and the 3, Potential Practice. Ms. Striking from the outside, cuts over to grab the lead. Carry a Rose is there, along with Sleek Sabra up alongside of that one, and Sleek Sabra is driving on early. Then it's 2 lengths farther back to She's a Laser, who comes away in fourth, 2 in front of Sturdy Susan. Next is No Need to Ask, then 3.5 more to Rosie Score, who's catching the field, and the distant trailer as they move to head stretch is Potential Practice, and they are single file past that quarter in 29 seconds flat. Moving past the grandstand for the first time, it's Sleek Sabra leading the way from Ms. Striking second. Carry a Rose is third. She's a Laser stays in fourth, just in front of Sturdy Susan. No Need to Ask, Rosie Score, and 10 lengths back to Potential Practice as they move past the stands and enter the clubhouse turn. This is Sleek Sabra at 2-5. Sleek Sabra length and a quarter. Ms. Striking a ground-saving second. Carrier Rose third. Dan Burks brings Sturdy Susan to the outside. Uncovered now in fourth. Next we have She's a Laser, 2 farther back to No Need to Ask. Then it's Rosie's Score and 2.5 more to Potential Practice, who has caught the field, and they're off a half in 1 minute and 3. Trotting down the backstretch, leading the way, it's Sleek Sabra. Sleek Sabra, Ms. Striking Sturdy Susan on the outside. Tries to pick it up in third. A length and a half farther back, Carrier Rose with clearance in fourth. Next we have She's a Laser. No Need to Ask is brought to the outside, followed by Rosie's Score and 3 back to Potential Practice. They're at the 3/4. It's still Sleek Sabra in command. Ms. Striking Sturdy Susan is trying to keep up on the outside third. 4 lengths back to No Need to Ask. Carrier Rose and Rosie's Score, 1:30 and 3. Moving around the head stretch, it's still Sleek Sabra leading the way. Ms. Striking second, Sturdy Susan third. No Need to Ask is fourth, and Carrier Rose is fifth, and they're in the lane. And this is Sleek Sabra leading it by a length and a half. Ms. Striking takes aim on the leader. Sleek Sabra, Ms. Striking has got her nailed in the final yards. Ms. Striking, Sleek Sabra second. Show Money, too tight to call. Either the 5 Sturdy Susan or the 8 No Need to Ask. Striking, a well-measured win, trying to sweep this series. 3-year-old Bay Filly by Striking Sabra out of Missy Macho by Krista's Crown and by George Berlin and Patty Willem. That's a double tonight from Marty Willem and Dave Hawk. 2 minutes and 2. On the track for the 9th race, Midland Acres Series, exact and trifecta wagering. 1 is Scratch, 2 is Summertime Sam, by Mark Winters, and he drives. 3 is Cam's Gold Mine, by Brandy Lamoth with Jamie Dunlap. 4 is Crown Time Big Ben, by Esther Crownover with Chip Noble. 5, Scott is a Leader, by Ken Summer with Kyle Ader. 6, Sam's Mighty Light, by John and Stephen Weber. Ryan Holton drives, and the 7 is Foreseas, owned by Richard Elwood with Todd Jones. 7 minutes. Pacers for the 9th race are lined up and set to go. And they're off. Scott is a Leader from 3 wide. Cam's Goldmine from in between horses. Summertime Sam is there nearest the rail. Then it's 2 farther back to Crown Time Big Ben, who's well off the early pace, racing in 4th, just in front of Sam's Mighty Light. And Foreseas is last as they race to head stretch for the first time. Scott is a Leader is the leader to the opening quarter. Has it by a length and a half from Cam's Goldmine in second. Span of 3 more. Summertime Sam is third. And there goes Chip Noble and Crown Time Big Ben rolling up from 4th. The trailers are Sam's Mighty Light and Foreseas. They're by the opening quarter in 28 seconds flat. Passing the stands for the first time. Crown Time Big Ben sweeps to the front. Scott is a Leader back to second. Cam's Gold Mine third. Summertime Sam is fourth. Sam's Mighty Light and Foreseas single file covered by 12 lengths as they race around the clubhouse turn. Calling the shots, it's Crown Time Big Ben. Crown Time Big Ben undefeated this season. Leads it by 2 lengths. Scott is a Leader. Cam's Gold Mine. Summertime Sam. Sam's Mighty Light. Foreseas is last. 57-4 for halftime. Rounding the turn into the backstretch. It's all Crown Time Big Ben. Crown Time Big Ben by a length and a half. Tightening down in second is Scott is a Leader, followed next by Cam's Gold Mine in third. And then we have Summertime Sam in fourth, and Holton comes to the outside with Sam's Mighty Light, and that one flushes out Cam's Gold Mine. Third over now is Foreseas. They're approaching the 3/4. It's still Crown Time Big Ben on top, up to challenge Cam's Gold Mine second, 128 flat. Moving around to head stretch, it's still Crown Time Big Ben, 3 parts of a length. Up on the outside, Cam's Gold Mine challenging second. Scott is a Leader, the ground saving third. 3 wide off covers Sam's Mighty Light. Summertime Sam way down the rail. Extreme outside for season. They're in the stretch. And it's Crown Time Big Ben leading it by 2. Scott is a Leader. Summertime Sam. Sam's Mighty Light. Crown Time Big Ben in front. Scott is a Leader second. Summertime Sam third in 1:55-4. Exact 8. $6 even. Try 452, 1860. Back to the winner's circle is number 4, Crown Time Big Ben. 5 wins this season for the 3-year-old Bay Colt by Towner's Big Guy out of Crown Time Esther by Falcon Almahurst, done by Esther Crownover, trained by Earl Owings. The wing driver is Chip Noble, 155-4. Any available vet to barn 16, please. Rundown for the 9th race. GP's El Cid was scratched. Summertime Sam was 3rd. Cam's Goldmine was 5th. Crown Time Big Ben the winner. Here they are for the 10th. Exacta Superfecta. 1 Nervous owned by Robert Sharretts with Greg Grismore. Alongside the 2 Blue Lick Road owned by Larry Richardson with Todd Jones. 3 Amolator owned by Walter Allison with Jeff Nisonger. 4 is Rock's Big Boy owned by Darrell Sams. Bob Harper drives. 5 is Kim Can owned by Jim Pollock Jr. The driver, Jim Dailey. 6, Supermercado by Billy Sanders with Jamie Dunlap. 7 is Kathy Hawk's Downwind Penske and Dave Hawk. 8, Ryan's Future, owned by Albert and Cheryl Van Shake, Jack Daly. 9, Yonder, owned by Stephen DeLong with Elliott Eaton. And the 10 horse is Quality Tar. He's owned by William Klein III, driven by Dean Collins. 7 minutes. Full field of 10, set for the start of tonight's 10th. And they're off. Nervous from the rail position goes out for the lead and is joined from alongside by Rock's Big Boy. Also up close, Supermercado from the outside in 3rd. Blue Lick Road is 4th by 2. Quality Tart comes away 5th, 6 off the early pace. Then we have Kim Can, who ducks into 6th position. Another 2 more to Amolator, followed by Downwind Penske, Ryan's Future, and Yonder is last. Moving around to head stretch for the first time, and Bobby Harper is showing the way with Rock's Big Boy. Rock's Big Boy leads by a margin of 2, 27-4 for the opening quarter. Passing the stands for the first time, it's Rock's Big Boy, a length and a quarter in front. Nervous in the pocket 2nd. Blue Lick Road out early, ranging up from 3rd. 2 more Supermercado is gapped slightly at the rail in 4th. Next in line we have Quality Tar. Then it's Kim Can, 2 back to Amolator, followed next by Downwind Penske. Ryan's Future is to his outside, and Yonder trails the field. Racing around the turn on their way to halftime, it's Rock's Big Boy leading the way. Blue Lick Road went a bit wide around the turn and is about a length back on the outside 2nd. Nervous 3rd, 2 back Supermercado 4th. Quality Tar from the rail 5th. Kim Can comes to the outside 6th. Amolator follows in cover in 7th. Then it's 3 more to Downwind Penske, Ryan's Future, and Yonder, and they were by the half in 57-2. Midway through the backstretch, hooked up on the front end now, Rock's Big Boy and Blue Lick Road, and there is nothing between them. 2 farther back, and we come to the outside. Kim Can moves into contention 3rd. Nervous drops back along the rail in 4th. Amolator rallying 5th, followed by Supermercado, who's hemmed in 6th. And then it's Ryan's Future and Yonder. They're at the 3/4 in 1:27-1. Moving around to head stretch, Rock's Big Boy fending off a challenge from Blue Lick Road. Kim Can came out 3 wide and is laboring a bit on the far outside as they turn into the stretch. It's Rock's Big Boy leading the way between horses. Blue Lick Road. Kim Can is still there, extreme outside. Ryan's Future. Yonder is rallying way out wide. Blue Lick Road, Ryan's Future, way out wide is Yonder. Blanket finishes. They come to the line tight at the wire. Look like the 8, Ryan's Future, over the 6, Supermercado, who got up late for 2nd. Tenth race is now official. 8-6 exacta, $123.20. Super 8-6-9-2, $2,963.60. And in the pick 3, 3 of 3 correct, $63.40. Ryan's Future upsets the 10th race. A 4-year-old bay stallion by Falcon's Future out of M.A. Beautiful by Handsome Sum, owned by Albert and Cheryl Van Shake of Tip City. Joe Essex Sr., the trainer Jack Daly, the winning driver in 1:58 and 2. That is a lifetime best.